Hello, anyway, this is my one. It's bit of a day.
So today's video is going to be an unsolved true crime case. Before we get into this video, I do just want to give
It's Monday, which means it's murder, mystery, and makeup Monday. If you are new here, hi, how are you? How's it going? Every Monday I sit down and I talk about a true crime story that's been heavy on my noggin, and I do my makeup at the same time. If you're interested in true crime and you like makeup, I would highly suggest you hit that subscribe button, because I'm here for you every Monday. Today I have in my dirty girl hair. Dirty girl, she's a dirty girl. Before we jump into today's story, today we have a sponsor, Casetify.
Today's my dad's birthday. And tomorrow, whoa, that's real. Tomorrow, sorry about that. It's my husband's birthday.
Okay, no, but look,
I'm taking my husband out to eat today because I will keep the bakings, you know. Yeah.
Worlds, okay? They have military grade drop protection and a stylish phone case that you'll actually want to show off. Cute. It kind of looks like, because it moves. If you're like easily entertained like me, this is exciting. I'm like,
I always call my dad I have to say happy birthday.
Casetify has a dual layer case which features innovative shock-proof material for twice the protection and will keep your phone safe throughout drops of more than 6 feet. So if you've got slippery fingers, Casetify is for you. With Casetify, there are so many options and designs to choose from. You can customize your case and make it your own. This was the previous one I was using. I still use this one. I like it. I mean, like, you can customize any of the cases and have them say, obviously, whatever you want. I drew a blank and I was like, Bailey. Casetify has partnered with designers and artists like the Rolling Stones, Sarah Jessica Parker, Hello Kitty, Coca-Cola. I mean, the list goes on. Maybe one day Bailey Sarian could like make a case. Wouldn't that be cool? I mean, I'd be open to it if they're down, but like if they're not down, that's okay too. But like, you know, I'm down. For my murder mystery and makeup friends, right now you can go to casetify.com/BaileySarian and get 20% off your new favorite phone case. Again, go to casetify.com/BaileySarian for 20% off your new phone case. A big thank you to Casetify for partnering with me on today's video, and most of all, for viewers like you. Now I will stop rambling and let's get into today's story. I should add a disclaimer because I think in some parts I got a little graphic, just a little bit. Warning, the following presentation is intended for mature audiences. It contains graphic descriptions of crime scene, strong language, and adult dialogue. Viewer discretion is advised. P.S. If you're ever curious to know what I'm using, I do list it down in the description box down below. Okay, listen. Look. Listen. Are you listening? Okay, look. So sometimes the YouTube algorithm, you know, it's like, meh, whatever. But sometimes it's good and it'll recommend something that, I don't know, I just like, what is this? You know? So YouTube was recommending this court trial to me, the Amato case. And I was like, why are you recommending this to me nonstop? Fine, I'll watch it. So I clicked it, and boy, was it a wild ride. You can watch on YouTube the whole court trial. They uploaded all the footage from the court trial. Of course, they leave out like the graphic pictures and whatnot, which is good. I don't think any of us should be seeing that. But it's got to be like 2 weeks worth of footage. There's just a lot of footage, so I'm going to tell you the story so you don't have to watch all that, but you can watch it, and I'll link some down below. Wow, this story's got, it's just... Let's just get right into it. Today's story takes place in Tuliota, Florida. Let's start off with just the family in general. There are kind of a lot of names that can get a bit confusing, but bear with me, I'm going to try my best. So Margaret and Chad Amato, they had 3 sons and they lived in Tuliota, Florida, like I had said. The oldest son, Jason, wasn't Chad's biological son, but Chad adopted him at the age of 3 and cared for him as his own. So Jason considered Chad to be his father. And soon after, Margaret and Chad got married and then had 2 more sons. So they went on to have Cody, who was the middle son, and then Grant, who was the youngest.
Hey, we're just auto insurance, and we're here to save you money. No one wants to pay more for insurance.
Hi guys, how are you today? My name is Bailey Sarian, and today is Monday, which means it's Murder, Mystery, and Makeup Monday. What has my theme song turned into? At first, it started off as a joke, and now it's just a hot mess. I blame you guys, encouraging me with my theme songs. Anyways, how are you guys today? I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. My name is Bailey Sarian. Oh, I said this already. My apologies. So, look, here's what happened. Yes, I actually already filmed today's video, but I hated it. I was editing it, and I was like, I hate this. Just some days, I can't, like, everything doesn't come out smoothly. It comes out in, like, a mess, and it's such a nightmare to edit, and yeah, so I'm doing this again. I'm doing this over, and hopefully this is better. You'll never know, but I thought I would tell you anyways. If you are new here, hi. Every Monday, I sit down and I talk about a true crime story that's heavy on my noggin, and I do my makeup at the same time. Good time, kind of. If you're interested in true crime or you like makeup, I would highly suggest that you subscribe.
Epic fail.
Every Monday and Saturday too. I up on Saturday. Last week we talked about John List. Remember? Terrible, terrible human being who didn't want to admit that he lost his job, so he just killed his whole family instead. Alright, fuck that guy. So today I wanted to talk about Tim McLean and this Greyhound bus situation. It's pretty awful, and it's so weird. So I guess I'll just shut up and let's get right into it. So Tim McLean was born October 3rd, 1985. He grew up outside of Winnipeg, Canada, in a small town called Ely, Manitoba. And, you know, it's just one of those small towns where growing up you really have to make up your own fun. Small towns for you. You build like little mud huts and stuff. Anyone build mud huts? Sweet. So Tim's friends would say that he was very outgoing, loved people, he was not shy at all. Like if he got invited somewhere and he didn't know anybody in the room, he would be able to go up to anybody and just like make friends with them. I'm so envious of people like that. I aspired to be like that, but you know, I'm complete opposite. I'm like, doesn't matter. Tim loved just meeting new people, seeing new places. So one summer when Tim was 22 at the time, his longtime friend since like childhood hit him up. It was like, hey, what are you doing this summer? And he's like, nothing. Well, I don't know if he said nothing, but he said nothing. She told him, hey, okay, well, pack your bag for like a week. I don't know how long we're going to be gone, but pack your bag for a week and come meet me at this place. I got a job opportunity for you. So the two of them go to this job opportunity, and it's actually at a carnival, working as carnies. Is that the right term? I believe so. Carnivals travel from city to city. You gotta work all the different games, stuff. It wasn't gonna be like a permanent job. It was just like a quick little thing, but then it turned into a long summer job for the whole summers. It seemed like a lot of fun. Like you become really close with everybody that you work with at the carnival, and you become like a tight-knit family pretty much. Travels from city to city, so you're constantly seeing new places, new cities, meeting new people constantly. So it was like the perfect job for Tim because he loved traveling and he loved meeting new people. He seemed to like find a passion in it. Like he was very passionate about this job. And honestly, at 22, like that sounds like a fun ass job. You're traveling with a bunch of people who became now like your friends. You're going from city to city. You're making money. You're seeing cool places that you probably would have never seen before. You're just having a good time, a good summer. So it was the perfect job for him. Now, at this time, I think he had a girlfriend. I'm not really quite sure. It was kind of hard to find a lot of information on Tim's like upbringing and background and stuff. He had a girlfriend, I think, or they were just like hanging out, you know. So her name was Colleen, and he knew her since like first grade. After high school and all that, they went their separate ways. This Colleen lady, she ended up getting married, and then she got a divorce. And her and Tim started hanging out after she got a divorce, and this was in like 2008. So they kind of like rekindled their friendship or whatever. So not long after Colleen was pregnant, this would be her third child. So she had two from her previous marriage, and this would be Tim. Tim was back working at the carnival, and at this time it was at Edmonton. And the carnival's next stop was Regina. And that's when Tim made a crucial decision. Instead of going to Regina, he'd go home to Winnipeg to make arrangements for his move to British Columbia. He liked it there, so planned on moving. Some friends offered to buy him a plane ticket so he didn't have to take the bus because it would be a 24-hour bus ride, but Tim insisted on taking the Greyhound bus. Then, just after midnight on July 30th, bus 1170 began its journey, 24-hour journey, back home. Okay, so then there is another person in this story, and his name is Vince. Now, he was born in China. Vince was born April 30th, 1968, and then he moved to Canada in June of 2001. He ended up going to college there, and he graduated in 2002 with a computer programming degree. He worked in Winnipeg at a church for 6 months, and he got married, and he was trying to support his wife, Anna. His old boss at the church would say that Vince seemed like really nice, really happy. He seemed thankful to be having a job because he was having a hard time finding a job, and he seemed very committed to what he was doing as well. Now, there was a language barrier, and his old boss would say that it was frustrating for Vince because, lack of communication or not being able to communicate with someone is just really frustrating in general. His old boss would say that he could tell Vince was frustrated because he just couldn't seem to communicate clearly with his coworkers and stuff. Learning a new language is effing hard. Come on. The old boss would also say that Vince showed no signs of aggression.
You're the stars in the sky.
He didn't seem like an angry man. So then in 2005, Vince started working as a forklift operator in Winnipeg, and his wife worked as a waitress. And then Vince moved to Edmonton in 2006. He worked a lot of just random jobs. He was working at Walmart. He was working at a fast food restaurant. He worked at a newspaper delivery boy. Man, sorry. Vince was getting more and more frustrated over time because he had this degree for computer programming, and he was working these random little jobs, nothing in his what he went to college for, so he was just growing more and more frustrated. And then later in 2005, Vince would be diagnosed with schizophrenia, and this would be left untreated, but him and his wife ended up getting a divorce, and he left a note for his ex-wife Anna saying, quote, "I'm gone, don't look for me, I wish you were happy," end quote. There's no report on what his plan was or like where he was going to go. He just wanted to get out of there, and it seems like this Anna lady wasn't happy, so he was just leaving. I guess according to Anna, his ex-wife, it was a complete surprise, like it was super random that he left. He was just gone one day, and she found that letter, and it was like, oh, well, I guess I'm single now. July 29th, Vince gets on a Greyhound bus, and it's bound for Winnipeg. Around 6 p.m., Vince got off of the bus in Erickson, Manitoba. Is that okay? Now, Vince got off this bus in Erickson, and he had 3 pieces of luggage with him, and he stayed the night on a bench next to a grocery store, but close to the bus stop, because he wanted to hop onto another bus. According to one witness, they saw Vince sitting on the bench, and it was like 3 a.m. I'm not sure what they were doing at 3 a.m., but whatever. They see Vince sitting, like, straight up, and his eyes are, like, wide open. And they remembered this because it was weird. I'm sure if any of us saw that, I would be like, fuck that, I'm going over here. So then it's later reported that Vince sold some of his luggage, I guess in order to make money. We're not really clear on that. Anyways, but he sells luggage, and his luggage is like his computer and stuff, and he decided, fuck it, I'm gonna sell it. So he sells it, makes some money, waiting for the next bus to come. At this bus stop that he was at, there was only one bus that came a day, so he's waiting for that specific bus. Now, finally, at 6:55 p.m., a bus pulls up to the bus stop. This is the same bus that Tim is on. Remember Tim? We just talked about him. I really hope you remember. So the bus pulls over, people get off, they smoke their cigarettes or stretch their legs, and they pick up any passengers. Vince, he hops on this bus. Now, Vince was like a tall man, he was in his 40s, he had a shaved head, he was wearing sunglasses. He seemed to just kind of mind his own business, according to people on the bus. So when Vince got onto the bus, originally he sat like in the front of the bus. Now Tim was actually in the back of the bus, like the very, very back row. Not that that's bad or anything, but Tim was in the back, and when you're in the back of the bus, you're kind of like cornered into the back. I see that one more time. Anyway, so Vince gets on the bus in the very front. So a scheduled rest stop came up, and Tim stepped out so he could have a cigarette, and a lot of people got off. So again, they could stretch their legs, they could get snacks at the vending machine or whatever. Now, when Tim got back onto the bus, he goes back to his seat. That's when Vince, he gets up from his seat, and he goes to the back of the bus and sits next to the empty seat that's next to Tim. So Tim's like at a window, right? And then Vince is next to him. There's people sitting in front of him, and then behind them is like a wall. So again, corner. Now witnesses say it didn't seem like Vince like knew Tim at all, but Tim was friendly. When Vince came and sat next to him, Tim said hello, how's it going? Because again, he was a friendly guy. So Tim puts on like his headphones, listens to music, and he kind of leans his head on the window so he can go to bed. On the bus, they've got little TVs going. They have the Return of Zorro playing. Some passengers sleeping. Some are reading. So suddenly, out of nowhere, the passengers just hear a blood-curdling scream. Wakes everybody up, and it was coming from the back of the bus. So, according to witnesses, it was about 8:30 p.m., and Tim was sleeping with his headphones on. Suddenly, and next to him, this pulled out a large knife from his backpack, and he just began to stab Tim. And he was stabbing Tim in the neck and in the chest. Just going to town on this poor kid. Now, again, witnesses would say that Tim tried to fight back, trying his hardest to get Vince off of him. Then it said that Tim was either thrown onto the floor of the bus or he fell onto the floor of the bus. Tim's seat, again, was towards the back of the bus, so the seats in front of him made it like really difficult to escape. Because corners.
Bye-bye.